Hi everyone, welcome back. Today is Wednesday, January 21st, 2009. Hard to believe we're already at the middle of another week, isn't it? Time sure goes fast. It's kind of a chilly one today, so we can keep ourselves warm by working on a nice origami project. And today's model is a Kiwi Bird. So why don't you go ahead, get your origami paper ready, and we can get started. The Kiwi bird is native of New Zealand and is the island country's national bird. They are extremely unique in the bird world. The Kiwi bird is a flightless bird about the size of a chicken. It is nocturnal, meaning it sleeps during the day and is active at nighttime. It has a long beak that is 1/3 the length of its body, and its beak actually has nostrils at the end. The kiwi is the only bird with this feature. It also has no tail and has thick brown hair like feathers. Though they are the size of chickens, they lay eggs the size of ostrich eggs, weighing about a pound each. Can you say ouch? Their enormous eggs are the largest in the bird world in proportion to their bodies. These birds were named after their distinctive shrill cry, kiwi, kiwi. With this calendar of the day, they seem to stick with a particular theme for a few days in a row, sometimes with a particular skill. So I guess you gain some confidence and get better at doing things. So again, we're doing another bird, and we're starting out about the same way as we did the last few times. We're going to start out with our paper with the white side facing up, and initially do a guideline, a fold that you can use as a guideline, again along the diagonal. So you're just making the fold and opening it right back up so that you have that line to go by, and then folding in the sides to that center line, as we have a few times already this week. So first fold in one side and then fold in the next. So what you end up with looks like this. Okay, so from this point, the next fold will be to take the tip, the top part of this white section, and fold it down. And based on the picture, what you're doing is just barely overlapping the line here where these two folds end. So just barely covering that there. So you end up with a piece like this. All right, so from here, your guideline fold is now going to become an actual fold, and you're doing, remember, what they call a mountain fold, because you're folding it in on itself like this, so it's creating like a mountain. So you're going to fold in, make sure that it's a nice sharp crease, and end up with a piece like this. Okay, so now this next part, I'm going to do my best to make sure that I relay this to you correctly. Because the first time I went through this myself, I did it wrong because I wasn't holding the piece exactly right. And you'll forgive me because everything is backwards as I'm doing this. But as you're looking at the screen, what you see and the shapes that you're seeing should be exactly what you see when you look down at your own piece on the table. So you're starting out, in this case, with a piece that looks like this. Straight part here is on the right. This part here is straight across, parallel to the bottom of the screen, and the left-hand side is the part that is open, okay? And this is where the fold is. Now, you're going to flip the piece around so that now the entire thing is tilting off to the right like this, and the open piece is now facing the right hand side. Now what we're going to do is create a guideline fold first, because we're creating one of those inside reverse folds. So first, in order to make it easier on ourselves, we're going to make a guideline fold. And in the directions here, they actually do say 1/3 of the way up is where this fold should be. This is the first time they've ever given a specific measurement. Now this side here, the part that's that's going off to the right. This part here is about 6 inches, a little bit more. So you're looking at about 2 inches, 2, 2, and 2 in order to get it into thirds. So about 2 inches up, you're going to make a fold. And this is just the guideline fold. So you fold it in one direction, and then you fold it in the other. Okay? And then what you're going to do, you open it up and push in. And this is how you do, you remember, this is how you do those inside folds. So where you've done that guideline fold, it will fold in automatically for you. And boom, you'll have it the way it needs to be. Okay? All right, so now from here, we're going to make another one of those kinds of folds. And what you'll do is pull this up like so, and fold it back. So you're let me do it this way, pulling it up and folding it back in on itself and creating another fold down in here. It's a little bit tricky. So when you see how it is on the if you can see how it is on the inside, it's folded, it winds up folded in here. And you do that again by simply pulling up, and I kind of pinched it right here. I held it there, so when I pulled it up, it helped to create that fold. And all I can say is when you're looking at it, you want to not have too much, because you can kind of make the fold wherever you want, but you don't want to be, if you do it too far out, then can you see how you wind up with the piece sticking out? You don't want that. You want to push it far enough back so it disappears in here, right in here. All right, so from this place here, we're going to do yet one more inside reverse fold. And to start that out, we're going to do another guideline. We're going to take, this is the neck of the bird. You're going to fold first, and it's a pretty severe angle that you can see here, right? It's almost, pretty much this angle is right in line with the back of the bird. So fold it so that the angle continues along with the back of the bird. Do it in both directions so it gives you a really strong crease that you can work on. And then you're opening it up like that and pushing down again. All right, so there you have the head, right? The last piece of this model is to narrow down the size of the head. And you do that by folding down this part here on each side. So you're going to fold down the one side and then fold down the other side. And I'll admit that right now my folds are not perfectly aligned, but they're close. And I would have to kind of go back and start over. But that's the finished product there. A Kiwi Bird. So it's really a study in inside reverse folds, and the trick is to be working with the right angles and the right sides. And if you're not doing it looking basically in a mirror, it's a lot easier. Alright, so that's it for today. This one was a little trickier than I really anticipated it would be as I worked my way through it. And I think what I probably want to do is go back and try maybe one or a few more times to get it so that the folds were exactly where they needed to be. But our Kiwi Bird is pretty close. Not too bad for a first try. Sometimes these things are deceptively, they seem deceptively simple, and not necessarily the case. And it really is a good exercise in geometry and getting your brain to think in the right way. So it's an interesting journey, this calendar. So that's it for today. I I will see you back here tomorrow. Tomorrow we're doing a rowboat, and so we're back in a boating theme. We are leaving the birds behind for a while and returning to a boating theme. So I look forward to working on that one with you. Take it easy and have a good day. Bye.